What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be posing the question as to whether Yu-Gi-Oh is better or Pokemon is better. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Alright, so in my humble opinion, I feel like Pokemon is better. Alright, and for all the Yu-Gi-Oh fans that's listening to this episode, just hear me out. Alright, hear me out on this. Alright, I feel like with Pokemon, when you draw a card down and you're playing with somebody, your opponent, it's easier to fight back with, when you're given a certain power and a certain strength and weakness, but I feel like with Yu-Gi-Oh that can be a little bit difficult if you're not really used to playing the game. Now with Pokemon, you don't even need to know the game like that in order to play it well, right? So yeah, like it's just very difficult with Yu-Gi-Oh because with Yu-Gi-Oh with certain terms and with certain cards, it can get difficult if you don't understand the full concept of the game, if you don't get what's happening, right? So yeah, like with Yu-Gi-Oh it can get very complicated. Now the show was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I played Yu-Gi-Oh before and it was all right, but I feel like it's a lot difficult if you don't know what you're doing. All right, with Pokemon, it's a lot easier to understand. As the card, as the card game goes. I feel like the Pokemon show was pretty good too. So yeah, but back on the card game, right? When you're playing with multiple people or just one person in Pokemon, you're more likely to have fun with it. And that's not to say with Yu-Gi-Oh you won't have fun with it, but with Pokemon, it's like, all right, we're going to play this person, we're going to play that person. We're going to use this strength on them, we're going to use this weakness on them. Overall, just having a good time, right? We're just, knowing our opponent so well to the point, okay, if there was to do this certain move on me, I know what to do. All right, like I got a backup plan, or I got this plan, like plan A, and if that doesn't work, we go with plan B, and with Pokemon, you're able to reflect, like, okay, like, if this didn't work out, all right, what can I do better next time? Stuff like that. Right? Pokemon is just like an overall easier game to play with people, and it's like, a more fun and less abstract game, right? Should I say, right? Than Yu-Gi-Oh, because with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like, this certain card is saying something, and you might not know what that means, and when you draw that card down, now it's game over, So you gotta understand the game to a very a very good extent, right? Like you can't understand to some extent, and you have to understand the full extent of it. Like that's basically where it draws the line with Pokemon, because with Pokemon, you don't have to understand the game that well. You can just play the game and just be whatever with it, right? You can just be careless and looseless with it, and overall win the game without you even knowing. Like with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's gonna be a little hard, okay? But Pokemon, it could be hard too, but not really. So yeah, but overall, I feel like with Pokemon, the characters are easier to remember, and it's easier to understand, especially when you play them a lot. But yeah, it can become easier over time. So yeah, but with Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm not sure, because I'm like, that's gonna be very hard to play with, with the certain cards and stuff, and even the certain characters. But yeah, I feel like Pokemon is better than Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, so yeah, let me know your opinion as to whether Yu-Gi-Oh is better or Pokemon is better. So yeah, I want to hear your guys' opinion, and in the DMs on Twitter, Instagram, and even Facebook, all right? Or even Snapchat too if you have me on there, all right? And with all that being said, I'm going to talk to you guys later. So, yeah, if you guys enjoy listening to me and find my podcast, or after you find my podcast, check out the other episodes live in this podcast as well, so that way you can get those episodes listened as well, all right? I'll get straight stressed if you have listened to it, right? Make it make sense. And yeah, and with all that being said, stay tuned for more episodes, because I have many great episodes coming to this podcast very soon, all right? So, yeah. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow, subscribe, or however it's set up. And yeah, check out my 12 YouTube channels and check out my five other podcasts, all right? Click on the channel, click on the podcast that's listening to you, and watch the videos on it, listen to the episodes on it. So yeah, and with that being said, I'm going to talk to you guys later. So yeah, peace out.